In fact, we have another guest, in fact, joining us now. Raghavendra Ramdas, deceased Sahana's brother, is live with us. Raghavendra ji, शुक्रिया हमारे संग बातचीत करने के लिए. This is a very sad incident that has come to light. What do you make of these arrests that have happened in this case now?
I have her mother and sister if you want to talk to them.
Please go ahead.
This is her mother.
Awesome.
This is Sahana's this is Sahana's mother. Yes, Sahana's mother. Is she comfortable in English or Hindi?
English.
English, okay. Such a sad incident. Before we get to what happened that day, arrests have now been made in this case. The RCB executives have also been booked. Are you satisfied with the action taken so far, or would you want more?
Action about the officers, sir?
Yes.
No,
Both
sir,
the police officers who've been suspended yesterday and
no,
also a lot of
correct,
RCB officials have been booked today by the police as well.
Sir, that's not correct. Why should they be arrested, suspended? Previously, they should be taken some precautions or something else to maintain the crowd, no, sir.
Yes. Let's just change the Aston on our screens, please. Yes, that's of course Sahana's mother. Yes. As you're saying, they are being made a scapegoat. What action would you demand then? As the mother of one of the deceased, ma'am, what action would you demand?
So there should be a plan when they do some programs. So, such a beautiful daughter, such an intelligent daughter. I have lost her. She used to take care of us. Her sister, she left her sister alone. She's alone now. I'm not able to speak more.
Yes, it is an emotional moment for you, I'm sure, ma'am. How excited was she to go that day? I just have to ask you, what did she tell you? What were her last words to you before she left for that program?
So she watched the cricket match till late night. She left, she slept, and morning she was late. She got up late and then she told me that she's going to the office. Then she went to the office late. Then afternoon she took a leave and she went with their team. So she went with their team and there the crowd was more. So she's fallen down and some two others, the teammates also had fallen down. They were able to get up and she was stamped by. She used to watch RCB cricket. She has gone sometimes to Chinnaswamy Stadium. She used to tell us also to go watch.
Sir, if I may, this is basically a complete failure of the system. The way they have managed the whole thing is so terrible. Everybody, including any common fan, was aware that when this victory parade was planned, it was very much known that there would be a turnout in huge numbers. There was absolutely no need for this to have been planned on the same day without any proper planning, just for the sake of someone getting name or fame or whatever they want to call it. All other 11 families, right, including us, we are in grief forever for the rest of the life. And irrespective of whatever action they do, whatever condolences that they send us, end of the day, my sister will not come back, right? It's just us who are going to go through this grief. The only solace that we have is, at least we are thinking that, okay, she is with God and she would live happily. But there is nothing that can reverse the whole thing that has happened. There is no amount of actions or words from anyone else would make this up for us.
No, I do understand. Obviously, your sister, as you're saying, cannot come back. But we must ensure that there are no more Sahanas, that there are no more such cases like this, which is why better planning is needed, which is why such apathy is not needed, as your mother and you are just saying. But Raghavendra, I have to ask you though, what sort of action would be your demand? Your sister has gone, your mother's daughter has gone.
Sir, I don't want to...
saying,
I don't want to politicize this. Right?
Yes.
So this is end of the day, like I said, irrespective of whatever action is being taken, there's nothing that can bring her back.
Do you believe the police was responsible? Do you believe the event managers are responsible? Who do you blame for the lapse?
I'm telling the whole system, whoever is running the system. Who runs the system? It is the government, right, that runs the system.
Yes.
It was, end of the day, it was government's call whether this parade should have happened or it shouldn't have happened, or if it had to happen in a certain way, or if things had to be rushed just because they wanted to do a celebration at some place without any proper planning. Who called the shots? It was the government. So obviously it's the government's responsibility. I'm not saying the whole celebration should have stopped or whatever. I'm just saying they should have been planned properly. If these guys don't know how to plan things for such a massive crowd turnaround, they shouldn't have gone ahead for this just because they wanted to get some name or fame. It's like, at the end of the day, it's us who are suffering and not them. It's very easy for someone to come out and say, yes, there was a huge crowd. We did not expect this much. We thought there would be less number of people. There are lots of ifs and buts, but nothing is going to justify what happened to her. If everything was properly planned, from what I spoke to her colleagues, they said she kind of fell down when the initial stampede happened.
Yes.
A barricade fell on her. If there was even a proper way for an ambulance to get in and get out, probably she would have been with us today. But there was no way for anyone to even come and take her in an ambulance, right? There was no way who could give her a first aid there. So it's just the whole system's failure.
The buck stops with the government, as you're clearly saying. The buck stops with the government. They are the ones who, of course, were responsible for this, and there has been a failure, is what clearly you're telling us. Appreciate you joining us, both of you, and my condolences, of course, with you both, your family, at this very difficult time. I hope, of course, that you remember her with happy memories. As you said, she was so excited watching the match, but unfortunately,